Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and a wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduates, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Miriga. Hello, friends, and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Waramedigal. Excuse me. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respect to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this afternoon. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bulungai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here around 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them, as they have done here, for the past 30,000 years. So this is not an ideal to strive for or some dream. This was normal life for humans for the longest time. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yana.
Distinguished guests, I am pleased to introduce Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Louise Mason.
Thank you, Chris, for your warm welcome to country. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, all our graduands. It is my great pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. It is our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for everyone. I saw on the way in, I spotted a little girl who I waved to, and I think there are some other small children and babies in the crowd. If they want to run around, if they want to talk, if they cry, don't get up and leave the hall. We're very happy to have them here. They're our future students and they're always welcome at Macquarie. Today is a milestone day. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you've made many sacrifices along the way to get here. You've worked very hard and you should feel proud of what you've accomplished. We as a university are just as proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduands here with us as invited guests. The fact that you have been invited by one of our graduands to share in one of the greatest days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating today with us. Our graduands may not realise it, but you're about to participate in one of the oldest of Europe's social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say 1500 AD, and look to see what social institutions were around then and are still around today, you'd find only about 60, including the Roman Catholic Church, the parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All the rest are universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns just like the ones you're wearing and participating in ceremonies just like this one. And since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students. We all realise that Macquarie is not one of those ancient universities. In fact, we're just over 50 years young. And though we're among the youngest universities in the world, we're very proud to take part in this time-honoured ceremony today. We all know that youth has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, research engagement and impact. We're continually progressing by extending our research, partnerships, course offerings and facilities. We have a proud innovation and tradition here at the university, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. This is a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst much change, as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to unfold. No doubt you would have witnessed all the development happening around campus when you arrived here today. We have more than 225,000 graduates living in more than 140 countries. It's very clear that we're looking forward and we're on the move, and so are each of you. Some of the things we all value so much about Macquarie, however, will not change. When I was a student here and during my time on council, a defining feature of Macquarie was and remains the friendliness and inclusiveness of our staff and students. This is inherent to our culture and it will never change. And remember, you will always be welcome here. Macquarie University will always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, where we share things in common, and where we care about each other, even when our points of view on some matters diverge. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. Distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this great day. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But first, it's my pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, the Honourable Gabrielle Upton, FAICD. Gabrielle has recently retired from the role as the member for Vaucluse in the New South Wales Parliament and as the Parliamentary Secretary to the New South Wales Premier after serving 12 years in the New South Wales Government. During her time in Parliament, Gabrielle served as the first female New South Wales Attorney General, Minister for the Environment, Local Government and Heritage, Minister for Family and Community Services, the first Liberal Minister for Sport and Recreation, and as Parliamentary Secretary for Tertiary Education and Skills. Gabrielle's career began as a banking and finance lawyer with legal firms Freehills, Hollingdale and Page and Phillips Fox. After being admitted as a solicitor to the Supreme Court of New South Wales and the High Court of Australia in 1988. She then worked as a banker with Deutsche Bank and Toronto Dominion Bank in New York, financing the energy sector. She served as a member of the Corporate Markets and Advisory Committee to the Federal Government and as legal counsel from 2000 to 2010 at the Australian Institute of Company Directors. Gabrielle held the position of Deputy Chancellor of the University of New South Wales from 2006 until 2009. From 2005 to 2011, she was Deputy Chair of the Duke of Edinburgh's Awards in Australia and a board member of Neuroscience Research Australia. Neura, one of Australia's largest research centres on the brain and nervous system. Gabrielle has a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Laws from the University of New South Wales, a Masters of Business Administration from New York's University's Leonard Stern School of Business, and graduated from Harvard Business School's Advanced Management Program. She's a Fellow of the Australian Institute of Company Directors. I now invite the Honourable Gabrielle Upton to deliver the occasional address.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I firstly wanted to acknowledge the Indigenous people on whose land we meet and celebrate today and pay my respects to their elders past and present. And I want to thank Chris very much for your warm welcome to country. I want to acknowledge some of the people that are behind me on the stage here today, to Louise Mason as Deputy Chancellor, to Executive Dean Eric Yung, to the members of faculty who've joined us here today, to all the staff who've joined us, to distinguished guests, but most importantly, to the graduands, soon to be graduates, to their families and friends who join us. Welcome, everybody. It's an honour to be your guest speaker this afternoon. It's really good to share your excitement, your anticipation, and yes, a strong sense of relief that you've finally made it to this day. And you may have witnessed my anticipation too, as I tried to find my seat on the stage here this morning coming up. It reminded me of watching Katy Perry at the coronation over the weekend when she didn't really know where to go, but I found a seat, which is very reassuring. Today, the ceremony takes me back to October last year when I graduated from a US university with 170 other international colleagues. My husband travelled from Sydney to attend the graduation, and it was the first time we'd seen one another in a number of months. So it was a bit like a reunion. It was a bit like old times when we were dating all those years ago. And it reminded me of a time when I was working in London after I graduated from law at UNSW, and then he came to visit me when I was working with one of the law firms in London after months apart. It was a very sweet reunion. Unfortunately, my children couldn't attend. My daughter had uni exams. Well, I couldn't really argue with that. And my son was caught up at work. But I was really grateful that I had one loved one to share my graduation ceremony with. And so I really wanted to thank the mums, the dads, the siblings, grandparents, partners, extended family who are here today to make this graduation a special experience for your loved ones. Your support, your encouragement has really helped them get to this day. I'll be honest with you. When I was asked some years ago about who spoke at my first graduation, I couldn't remember. It was only after I went through some old papers at home that I came across the graduation program booklet, much like you have today with you. And I realised that it was Professor Fred Hilmer. I don't know if Professor Hilmer is known to you by name or otherwise, but he's a distinguished academic, a former Fairfax CEO, a McKinsey partner, was Dean at AGSM at UNSW, and indeed a Vice-Chancellor at UNSW. And as luck would have it, I had the opportunity to work with Fred some years later, and I thought I should own up to him about that story, that he spoke at my first graduation, but I had no idea. And it was all rather funny because he couldn't remember speaking at the graduation either, so I didn't feel too bad. But the reason that I make that point is that frankly, it's also unlikely, or it is also likely, that you will forget that I spoke at your graduation ceremony today. I think that's only unless I perhaps do something embarrassing, but I promise the Dean I won't do that today, so I don't think that'll be the reason why you remember I gave the speech. But if you don't remember me, and I'm trying to make you feel like that's okay, I do want you to remember three things. Three things I think, with my years of living longer than you have at this point, you will find helpful and might guide your future pathway in life. And those three things are, and three's always good because you can remember three, or at least I can. 1, to always keep learning. 2, to always keep dreaming. And 3, to always keep trying. Let me start with the first one. Good place to start. Always keep learning. When I graduated from my arts and law degree, which was the last century, when you were probably not alive, I never thought I would return to full-time study. But I did that just 5 years later, when I moved to the US and I wanted to change careers. I was a finance lawyer at the time. My husband was posted to New York to work, and I decided that I wanted to become a banker. And to work as a banker in the US, you really had to have an MBA to get to work with any of the US banks. So I did that, and it led to my graduation number 3. My 4th graduation, just last October, was from Harvard Business School, and it was a program for business leaders. I did that program because I wanted to refresh, I wanted to reflect, and I wanted to think. I wanted to think big picture after 12 years serving in the New South Wales government. Now, I can only imagine you're all sitting there and you're thinking, I never want to see the inside of a lecture hall again. I never want to do an assignment, and I definitely don't want to do an exam, right? Yes, I understand that. But the point of sharing my 4th graduation ceremony story with you is that you might just find yourself back inside a lecture theatre doing an assignment or doing an exam. And actually, I think that's a really great thing. Education at any stage of your life can help. In my case, you heard it was for the first time, a career change, living in a new country, and then just recently about refreshing my thinking, learning about global ideas, technology, what it will mean for us in the workplace. Another reason to keep learning is to keep current. The careers of the future and the way that we work in the future are unknown today. Technology and its application is accelerating so fast. When I started my first job at a big law firm, I didn't have a PC on my desk. Can you believe that? And the internet wasn't even invented. It's hard to believe. I've already accessed the internet today at least a couple of times. Today, we're trying to work out how best technology will fit into our lives. ChatGPT, how will it fit into our workflows in the workplace? What role will, more broadly, AI play? Should it? Could it just be for routine tasks that we carry out every day? Or will it be for much, much more? Again, my point is that our world moves so fast that being a lifetime learner is critical. It's critical for building a successful and fulfilling career, and indeed your lives. So, the first thing to remember from my speech today is to always keep learning. The second and the third things I would like you to remember are connected. There's always keep dreaming and always keep trying. The second one, always keep dreaming. Just as dreaming plays an important role when we sleep, allowing ourselves to dream when we're awake is also very important. Our scientists and engineers have allowed themselves to dream about solving some of society's biggest problems and doing things in a better way. In New South Wales, we have had the benefit of their dreaming through inventions like the platform for Google Maps, the electronic pacemaker, and Wi-Fi, which we all now take for granted. I'm not a scientist and I'm not an engineer, but I dream. I dream about how to make our community a better place, how to make it healthier, how to make it safer for everyone. It was that dream that led me to run for Parliament 12 years ago. And being a Member of Parliament allowed me to make the case for change, including in our court system when I was Attorney General, in public housing and for young people when I was Minister for Family and Community Services, and for protecting our wonderful biodiversity when I was Environment Minister. Your interest in doing your degree at Macquarie Business School could have been because I know the school prides itself on helping turn theory into real-world practice. Maybe you will follow your dream by starting a new company or trading a product or a service into international markets. So my challenge to all of you today is to always keep dreaming. And please remember, it's a mindset, it's not a destination in and of itself. To land your dream, in my experience, you need to do a third thing. I want you to remember to always keep trying. That's really hard work. It's hard to keep pushing forward on what you want to do when people don't understand your dream. Or if they do understand it, they don't like it at all and they try and stop you. And sometimes you have your self-doubts about your dream. To realise your dreams, you may need to compromise on some of the things along the way, but you must keep trying. And just remember, Joe Biden realised his dream to become the US president in his 70s. And just this weekend, King Charles III became the oldest monarch to be coronated at 72 years old. I wanted to share my own story of always keeping trying with you. When I was serving as Environment Minister in the New South Wales Government, I wanted to reduce the litter in our parks, on our streets and in our waterways. The items that we throw away when we're out and about end up in our rivers, in our beaches and in our oceans. And the most commonly littered items are drink containers. And they fall into the water, not surprising, they pollute the water and they impact our wildlife. I needed to create an incentive for people to recycle rather than litter their drink containers. And that challenge, although it sounds simple, required a big, bold idea. In short, we developed the Return and Earn Container Deposit Scheme, which offers a 10-cent refund to people for their drink containers at return points across New South Wales. And it was funny, as I was getting off the metro today, I saw somebody fishing into one of the bins at the metro to take the cans out and collect them to go to a Return and Earn. So it really has taken hold. But at the time, stakeholders didn't really like the idea. They didn't like it, and I can understand it rationally, because the way that the government and I had proposed to do it was going to be funded by contributions by them. They weren't that very happy, and it was a really tough experience as Minister. I had to compromise on some things around the scheme, but Return and Earn was finally implemented in December 2017. Return and Earn is now a big success. There are over 9 billion 9 billion drink containers that have been recycled and they're out of our environment. And pleasingly, through that scheme, $42 million has been donated back to community and charity groups. You may even have a return and earn close to you. There might be one on campus, I don't know. But you get the point of the story. Always keep trying. So there you go. There are 3 things that I want you to remember. I think they might guide you in your pathway ahead. Number 1 is always keep learning. Number 2, always keep dreaming. And number 3, always keep trying. So, if you forget me and remember those 3 things, we'll have both done a very good job today. Congratulations on your graduation, all the students here.
Thank you very much, Gabrielle, and that was a very memorable speech, and I'm sure the students and all of us will remember that. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Professor Taryn Jones, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees to which they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Eric Knight, Executive Dean and Professor of Strategic Management for the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Knight.
Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School represents the modern version of the long and storied history at this university of teaching the next generation of leaders in the fields of economics, finance, actuarial studies, business analytics, marketing, management and accounting. Our school prides itself on a simple and singular focus, you to the power of us. And I would like to thank Gabrielle Upton for her remarks today as the occasional speaker, and also remind all of us that it's some of the scientific work of David Skellin at this university that allowed Wi-Fi to be invented. The Greek philosopher and teacher of Alexander the Great, Aristotle, once said that education must prepare a student for eudaimon, the pursuit and attainment of a happy life. For Aristotle, personal fulfilment only came when one was thrust into challenge and through that adversity, achieved one's highest potential. So it is at Macquarie Business School that our mission is to empower you to reach your potential. We offer both skill and wisdom. Skills in the foundational training of analytics, critical thinking, teamwork, communication, as manifest in what you experienced in your classrooms. And also wisdom, so that, in the words of Gabrielle Upton, you keep trying. And in doing so, strive to make a difference in the world, to leave it in a better state than how it was first presented to you. Profound change is upon us. The scale and combination of technological, environmental and societal change poses tremendous risk to all of us. I have every confidence that each of you sitting before us today will join the highest echelons of leadership in this country and in our region as CEOs, MPs, public administrators, maybe even academics, or in the manner of Fred Hilmer, a bit of all of those. As you leave as a graduate today of Macquarie University, you must ask yourself this question. Macquarie University is a public university, committed to the public good. Therefore, when difficult challenges come your time, how will you serve? Deputy Chancellor, I present you graduates from Macquarie Business School whom you've admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Erin Byrne. Nicole Ratus. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Science. Monique Sheeman. Guillaume Stevelink. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Annalise Duncan. Savannah L. Bader. Ji Woon Lim. Hasa Marwan. Harrison Major. Elma Masanovic. Courtney Sarkas. Tinu Quinn Chan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Andrew Abraham. Hilda Alexandra. Ariza Ardanis. Brooke Austin. Sharbel Basil. Georgia Bell. Nicholas Bendel. Sabine Benefield. Parneet Belay. Sean Bomer. Joshua Bremner. Sasha Bull. Amira Chetin. Eden Cole. Sam Cooter. Charles Crawshaw. Edward Diang. Susanna Dimos. Nan Dung. Cameron Donnelly. Finnegan Douglas. Madison Dunn. Jocelyn Florence. Kieran Frank. Nicola Gavanis. Savannah Gross. Patrick Goongab. Grace Harvey. Finn Horton. Alana Hearn. Cassandra Ho. Luke Yakono. Nathan Isaac. Renee Kalina. Island Kana. Saren Kazakonian. Jordan Keeling. Raj Cook. Rania Khan. Yasmin Khan. Komali Kuneru. Berna Kajunjku. Hannah Crust. Ruben Laubscher. Abby Lenton. Carla Locosio. Freya Lowe. Alexander McCallum. Brendan Mitchell. Michael Montebella. Tanisha Mora. Isabella Morland. Brandon Nathaniel. Sadia Naushin. Tilan R. Nguyen. Ha Trang Nguyen. Natalia Elena Nesteriuk. Nicole Nua. Jordan Erding. Katan Kumar Patel. Gabrielle Perks. Jared Pride. Aral Chanda Puritan. Yang Chao. Angelica Rafaraci. Gemma Ryan. Irene Janilla Sung. Li Wen-Shu. Jordan Shaw. Prab Simran Singh. Carla Thomas. Erica Thompson. Kwok An Vu. Yilin Wang. Yabao Wang. Christina Weber. Jacob Wilkinson. Aidan Wood. Sam Shea. Valia Sidon. Phoebe Zheng. Rohan Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Marketing and Media. Jacob Abadi. Jaden Aboni. Jasmine Armitspel. Katrina Bautista. Sophie Beltham Collins. Jack Bennett. Andrew Bidney. Madeleine Bulgan. Jacqueline Burnand. Matteo Calvano. Chakching Nicole Chan. Bronte Charles. Matilda Christie. Rebecca Church. Daniel Delos Reyes. Rachel Dick.
Mother and daughter.
One of our faculty had her daughter here last week as well. Olivia Dixon. Yuan Yan Ni Dao. Sarah Donison. Piper Eddington. Georgia Elphick. Liam Farrington. Holly Fay. Chloe Fletcher. Jacob Folkard. Odell Garcia. Shania Gounder. Curtis Garran. Emily Grace. Laura Grisdale. Isabel Ha. Tehi Han. Jemima Hanson. Mitchell Hill. Renee Hurley. Jessica Jerusalem. Viola Jakudu. Jade Jones. Claudia Lakowski. Tiffany Levine. Connor Lovely. Lachlan Mackey. Zoe Mayo. Mariana Mazoyan.
Another mother-daughter duo.
Clara Oakley. Soyan Park. Hyeon Min Park. Zoe Powell. Isabella Riolo. Samantha Rory. Lachlan Ruza. Abby Sargent. Saksam Sharma. Jessica Taboni. Michael Viklevsky. Jessica White. Mia Whittingham. Zara Versma. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of Commerce and Masters of Marketing. Louise Hanson. Tejas Kumar. Vivian Yeung. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of International Business and Masters of Marketing. Nikita Raman. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of Commerce. Lucy Joelle Lidween Zakerman. Leonid Lorca. Dylan Prasad. RJ Raju. Sirisab Sarachut. Mei Ji Xiong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of Marketing. Hong Min Dao. Tan Ha Do. Denise Flores. Michael Fortunati. Manon Marie Matilda Hagen. Thomas Raditya Aryaputra. Joan Rong Kwai. Alexander Stephen. Josephine Angelina Susanto. Hai Yan Vu. Deputy Chancellor, the Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality, shown either by discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Andrea Funk, for a thesis entitled The Role of Middle and Non-Managers in Changing Organisational Capabilities. And Dr. Atifi Saini for a thesis entitled Customer Participation in Service Recovery, a Systematic Literature Review and Empirical Research. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentations of graduates from Macquarie Business School.
Deputy Chancellor, I now call on Bronte Charles, who graduated with a Bachelor of Marketing and Media, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Bronte Charles.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bronte, and I'm a proud Bundjalung and Mununjali woman from a small town in southern Queensland called Beaudesert. I'd like to acknowledge the Waddamudigal clan of the Darug Nation for their continued care of country. They carry the land's dreaming on their shoulders. I'd like to acknowledge our old people, today's custodians, community elders, and the teachers who are sharing their intergenerational wisdom and education. I didn't tell my family I'd be the graduate speaker today. In fact, I told my dad that I didn't even want to be here at all. It costs $250 to graduate in this economy, cost of living crisis. Anyways, my dad was insistent that I showed up today. He even paid the $250 graduation fee, so I knew that him and I being here must be really important to him. And the more that I think about it, the more that I realise that being here today is important to me too. Education means different things to different people. And I want to tell you all what it means to me, a young Aboriginal girl who grew up in Redfern Housing Commission. Education means everything to me. It means having a type of freedom that is so powerful that you are able to not only change your own life, but your family's life as well. I wanted to get a university degree for my great aunt who couldn't because she was put into Cootamundra Girls' Home as part of the stolen generation to be trained for domestic service. Because statistically, being Aboriginal meant I was more likely to go to prison than to graduate high school. I wanted to go to uni because my grandma was kicked out of school at 13 because she was Aboriginal and had to teach herself how to read and write. And for my dad, who always taught me to use culture as my superpower. And I did it. I'm standing here today as the first in my family to not only go to university, but to graduate. To the other students graduating today who come from diverse or disadvantaged backgrounds or minority groups, I see you. I know our journeys haven't been the easiest. Uni didn't really seem like an option for someone who grew up the way that I did. I remember in primary school, after seeing that my mum was Aboriginal, when she came and picked me up one day from school, a teacher singled me out in front of my whole class and asked if my mum could pay $15 for a school excursion. I remember second-hand uniforms and going to school in thongs in primary school. I remember wearing my grandmother's running shoes on school athletics days. I still got age champion in Year 10. I remember not learning about my people in the classroom, and I remember feeling ashamed of my culture and who I was. I was so ashamed that in school, I would refuse to do an acknowledgement of country. A lot has changed since then. I've become a bit of a pain in the arse. I would email my tutors and lecturers if they didn't do an acknowledgement of country at the start of the uni semester and ask them why. And if they did do one, I would email them to tell them how much it meant to me. I would challenge the classes I was in to consider Indigenous perspectives. I'd wear red, black and yellow to class and tried to relate all my assignments to my culture. And since graduating, I've been able to follow my dreams of amplifying First Nations storytelling by taking up a journalist role at NITV and SBS News. This cohort has gone through a lot: a global pandemic, online classes, business statistics, and Scott's marketing strategy class. I noticed him behind me, so I'm a bit scared. And we all carry with us our own stories, our own journeys, obstacles, and our reasons why. I encourage the graduates to reflect on their reasons why today. My why is my grandmother. She was a strong Aboriginal woman who I would call Black Nana. She died when I was young. She was only 47 when she passed. I was her favourite grandchild. I wish she could have been here today. Going to university is what she wanted for Mum and I. Hope she knows that I got to do what they both couldn't. I also wish Nan was there when it was hard, when I'd get my culture questioned and I didn't feel good enough. I hope she can see me wearing red, black and yellow and wearing those colours with pride. I hope she knows that the thing I love most about myself now is being Aboriginal. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2022. We really have achieved a lot. Go celebrate, have a few bevies at U-Bar. Woohoo!
Congratulations, Bronte. What an inspirational young woman, and congratulations for all that you've achieved. Please thank Bronte once again. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Ms. Angela Brewer. Angela is the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia and performs at every one of our graduations. Please join me in thanking Angela again. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Heather Mowen-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Ms. Melody McLaughlin. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who come along to every graduation to settle the nerves and make sure everyone knows where they have to be and at what point in time. Please join me in thanking our alumni. I'd also like to thank our technical staff who ensure that the proceedings can be seen and heard, not just in here today, but beamed around the world to all those families and friends who can't be with us. Please join me in thanking them. And I have one final thank you that I don't usually do, and that's to our mace bearer today, who happens to be my husband, Dr. Scott Grattan, who thought he was coming along just to watch today and sit in the front row, and they found his correct gowns and also said you can also carry the mace. So no pressure on Scott to make it down the stairs ahead of me this afternoon when we leave as well. Thanks, Scott. Also a proud Macquarie graduate. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but we hope it's certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of that bigger Macquarie family, those 225,000 graduates spread across the world, and they welcome you into the fold. We look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, perhaps to undertake further study, or simply to visit and enjoy and reminisce about your days at Macquarie. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. As Gabrielle said, I also urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves, to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. Remember, you don't have to be Einstein to change the world. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So I urge you to always give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much sometimes to make a real difference to someone's life. Sometimes a kind gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet along the way. My hope is that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. Could all our new graduates please stand? Please place your testamers on your chairs and turn around and face your family and friends and give them a big round of applause. You can turn around now, but don't sit down just yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing. Do pick up those very well-earned testamers, don't leave them behind. The official party will soon leave the courtyard, followed by the graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, but most importantly, happiness. Now, could everyone please stand? I will lead the official party out. be followed by our graduates, and then we can all join for refreshments in the courtyard. Thank you very much.